Caforio. For those of you who don't know why we're here, it's because on Wednesday, a criminal committed a crime and vandalized our community by painting a swastika on the sidewalk right over there. I'm proud to stand here today with all of these community leaders who are coming together to speak in a single voice as loudly and as clearly as possible to say that hatred, anti-Semitism, and bigotry have no place in this community. Now, we're going to hear from different speakers today, but I want to take a moment and acknowledge some of the people and groups who have taken the time to stand up here in unity. We have religious leaders from all across the 25th District, from Growing Valley Baptist Church, Living Faith Cathedral, Bloom Lutheran Church, and Beth Knesset Bamidbar. We have labor and community leaders from the United Aerospace Workers, SEIU, the ACLU, the NAACP, Agents of Change, and LULAC. And we have elected and appointed officials from both Palmdale and Lancaster. By now, everyone has read about, heard about, and seen the terrorist attack that was carried out in Charlottesville last weekend by a white supremacist. We'll have the images of those white supremacists, the KKK and Nazis, feeling emboldened enough to march freely through an American city ingrained in our minds forever. And since those events took place on the other side of the country, though, many people here at home were able to turn off the TV and set those events aside, taking comfort in the fact that we're here in California. But as we know, anti-Semitism and feelings of hatred and racism are not confined to the South or the East Coast or to any part of this country alone. And that is why when we heard the news that this swastika was painted here in our backyard in Palmdale, we were shocked, but not surprised. For too long, far too many people in this community have also been subjected to racial injustices. And it is time that we come together in love to overcome and overshadow that hate. While some of our leaders refuse to condemn terrorists or call out anti-Semites and white supremacists for what they are, now is the time for us to lead, to recognize and identify hatred in all of its forms, to fight back against hatred and also the images and symbols of hatred, whether it's a swastika painted on the sidewalk or a Confederate flag on the back of a truck. We need to come together to fight against this hatred and these hatred symbols because they have no place in this community. As times like these, I'm reminded of Ecclesiastes 9, verse 2. All share a common destiny, the righteous and the wicked, the good and the bad, the clean and the unclean. Everyone throughout the community, throughout the country, share this common destiny. And as long as racism, bigotry, and hatred exist to hold a single person back, we will never be fully able to move forward. We must come together in love. We must unite in peace, and we must serve as our brother's keeper. The arc of the moral universe may bend towards justice, but only because good people are there pushing it in the right direction. And I am humbled to stand here with so many of those good and decent people in our community. And right now, I would like to introduce Rabbi Alan Henkin, a former rabbi here in the Antelope Valley for more than a decade, to say some words. Rabbi?
Thank you, Brian, and thank you for organizing this protest. I stand before you